Are you getting lost in thoughts that never stop? Is it tearing you apart from the inside? Marcus Aurelius warned us, "Our life is what our thoughts make of it." But what happens when your thoughts become your greatest enemies? Today, we're going to reveal how overthinking is sabotaging your peace of mind and how Stoic wisdom can give you the power to control your mind and silence the inner chaos. Have you ever wondered how many opportunities you've missed because of paralyzing thoughts? It's time to take back control of your mind before it takes control of you. Imagine this. You're trying to focus, but your mind won't stop. You start thinking about something that happened days ago. Then your mind drifts into the future, imagining a scenario that might never happen. And suddenly you realize you've lost minutes, maybe even hours, trapped in these thoughts. And the worst part, the feeling that no matter how hard you try, your mind will always return to this cycle over and over again. This is the destructive cycle of overthinking. Your mind doesn't calm down, and instead of helping you solve problems, it suffocates and paralyzes you. What seems like a quest for solutions becomes a spiral of doubt and anxiety. According to studies, more than 70% of people report that overthinking negatively affects their quality of life. You dwell on what you could have said, what you should have done, what might happen, and meanwhile, the present, the only real moment, is slipping through your fingers. Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to focus only on what is within our control, offers a powerful response to this problem. As Epictetus taught, it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Overthinking is exactly that, an excessive and distorted interpretation of reality. And if we don't learn to control these thoughts, we risk losing our inner peace and distancing ourselves from the opportunities life offers in the present moment. Now, think with me. How many times have you missed real opportunities to act, to live, because you were stuck in a cycle of thoughts that never materialized? How many times has overthinking paralyzed you and kept you from enjoying the moment? Overthinking disguises itself as something useful. Many times, we believe we're solving problems by repeatedly thinking about them, but in reality, we're only draining our mental energy. Imagine this. You have an important presentation at work. The night before, instead of resting, your mind starts imagining all the possible scenarios, what could go wrong, how people might react, whether you're truly prepared. And as these thoughts pile up, what should have been an opportunity to relax and mentally prepare turns into a spiral of anxiety and paralysis. This is the great problem of overthinking. It gives us the illusion of control, but in truth, it takes us further away from any productive action. We get trapped in assumptions, in endless what-ifs, and while our mind is occupied with hypothetical scenarios, the present is being neglected. And what happens when the real moment arrives? We're exhausted, mentally drained, and lack the clarity needed to handle the situation. Another significant danger of overthinking is how it affects our confidence. When we constantly repeat the same thoughts, especially negative ones, we start to believe them. A small mistake at work, for example, can turn into an endless mental loop of self-criticism and insecurity, and soon that isolated mistake becomes a belief. I'm not good enough. Overthinking feeds the fear of failure and the feeling that we're never ready or prepared. As Marcus Aurelius taught, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. If we allow our thoughts to be dominated by fear and uncertainty, that's what we'll experience in our reality. And the cruelest part? Most of the scenarios we create in our minds never actually happen. But there is a way out. Stoic philosophy shows us a clear path to escape the traps of overthinking. It teaches us that we can regain control of our minds, letting go of worries about what's beyond our control and focusing on the present, on action, and on the here and now. And here's an important question. How many times have you found yourself paralyzed, unable to act, because you were lost in thoughts that never materialized? How different would your life be if you could silence this mental storm and finally live with clarity and purpose? Now that we understand how overthinking can paralyze us and pull us away from the present, the good news is that Stoicism offers simple yet powerful tools to help us regain control of the mind. It's not about trying to eliminate all thoughts, but about learning to direct them consciously, creating space for mental peace and clarity. Step 1. Practice control over what is within your control. The first Stoic teaching that can transform your relationship with overthinking is Epictetus's central idea. Some things are within our control, others are not. Overthinking happens when we focus too much on what we cannot control, the past, the future, or others' opinions. To silence this mental avalanche, ask yourself, is this thought within my control, or am I wasting energy on something I can't change? When you ask this question, you take a step back and start eliminating unnecessary noise. If it's not within your control, let it go. The next time you find yourself worrying about something from the past or future, ask yourself, can I do anything about this now? If the answer is no, redirect your attention to the present, where you can truly act. Step 2. Live in the present. Marcus Aurelius advises us to focus on the present. Confine yourself to the present. Much of overthinking arises from our tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future. But in truth, the only moment we can control is the present. When your mind starts to wander, bring it back to the now. This can be done with simple practices like observing your breath, feeling your feet on the ground, or fully concentrating on the task in front of you. For example, if you're worried about an important meeting, instead of imagining all the possible scenarios, focus on what you can do now to prepare. Review your notes, practice your speech, or simply take a deep breath. The future will be shaped by what you do in the present. Step 3. Reflect daily. The Stoics believed in the practice of daily reflection as a way to adjust the course of their thoughts. Seneca said, "Nothing except time is truly ours." A powerful way to combat overthinking is to set aside a few minutes at the end of each day to reflect. Which thoughts dominated me today? Was I focused on what I can control, or was I stuck in useless worries? This practice helps identify thought patterns and gives us the opportunity to correct course before overthinking takes over. Before going to bed, spend 5 minutes revisiting your day. Ask yourself, when did my mind drift toward unnecessary worries? How can I improve tomorrow? Over time, you'll start reprogramming your mind to focus on what truly matters. Step 4. Accept imperfection. Overthinking often stems from our pursuit of perfection, the need to get everything right, to never make a mistake. But the Stoics remind us that perfection is an illusion. Epictetus said, "Happiness does not consist in wanting everything to be perfect, but in accepting things as they are." Accepting that mistakes are part of life and that we don't always have control over the final outcome is liberating. It reduces the pressure to try and predict or control every detail. When you start worrying excessively about the outcome of a task, remind yourself, I will do my best, but I accept that I can't control everything. By embracing uncertainty, you eliminate the need to overthink about the future. Step 5. Focus on what truly matters. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to live in alignment with our values and purpose. Overthinking often pulls us away from what really matters. We get stuck on trivial thoughts, forgetting what is essential. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, don't waste time debating what it means to be a good person. Be one. By focusing on what truly matters to you, your family, your work, your personal goals, you reduce the space for futile thoughts and anxiety. Whenever you notice yourself overthinking something insignificant, ask yourself, is this aligned with what's most important in my life? If it's not, redirect your attention to something that genuinely adds value. We've reached the end of this video, but this could be the beginning of a new way of living your life. Throughout this journey, we've explored how overthinking can infiltrate our minds, robbing us of peace and pulling us away from the present. But more importantly, we've seen how Stoicism offers the right tools to interrupt this cycle and take back control. The truth is, you don't have to be a prisoner of your own mind. By applying what we've discussed today, focusing on what's within your control, living in the present, reflecting daily, accepting imperfection, and prioritizing what truly matters, you can silence the noise of excessive thoughts and find a mental peace that once seemed unattainable. Imagine the difference this can make in your life. Imagine waking up and, instead of being overwhelmed by thoughts about the past or future, feeling a sense of clarity and calm. Imagine living your days knowing you're acting in alignment with your values, instead of being lost in doubts and uncertainties. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Our time is one of our most valuable resources, and we must not waste it on thoughts we cannot control. The choice is now yours. Will you continue being a prisoner of your thoughts, or will you apply these Stoic solutions and finally take back control of your mind? The change begins today, here, now. If you've made it this far, congratulations. This means you've already taken the first step toward a more conscious and balanced life. Now, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. Leave a comment below, sharing how overthinking has impacted your life and which of these solutions you'll apply first. I'd love to know how these Stoic strategies will transform your day-to-day life. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Solutions now to continue this journey of transformation. Here, we explore how Stoic wisdom can help us face modern challenges, from excessive thoughts to emotional control. Let's practice these lessons together and achieve a more conscious and balanced life. Like and share this video with someone who also needs these solutions. Are you ready to silence your mind and live in the now? Let's start this transformation together.